Hi guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'm gonna be doing an April favorites video. I know it's like May 9th right now and it will probably be later when you guys see this video, but I have a lot of favorites this month. It was my birthday month, so yeah, my favorite month. Also I am working on the Cold Visions analysis. I'm doing all 30 songs and then overall like what is the meaning behind it and like the album as a whole. So it is gonna take me a little while. There's just so many songs, but I'm willing to do it because I just think it's really informative. But yeah, let's get started to my April favorites. So this time I wrote them down on my laptop, so I'm gonna be looking at them through here. So I'll start off with movies. I saw multiple movies from this director, but these are my top three. They're called Deerskin, Keep an Eye Out, and Yannick. But for Deerskin, this is now my all-time favorite movie in the world. It's about this guy who buys a leather jacket from this person, and then the person gave him a free camera jacket. I don't know why, but he just had a camera and gave it to him. And then he decides to start recording and he finds that he has a passion to make a movie. So he basically makes a movie about his leather jacket. He's obsessed with it so much and I honestly relate to him. So yeah, I love that movie so much. Definitely recommend watching it. And then I saw Keep an Eye Out. So this was about a man who is mistakenly convicted as a murderer and is interrogated for an entire night. And then weird things happen. If I say what happens, it's gonna spoil it. Definitely recommend. Like, I recommend all these movies, but this director, I'll tell you after the third movie who it is. He's my favorite ever. Like, it's funny, it's weird, I love it. And then for Yannick, it's about this guy who goes to a play and doesn't like it. So then he makes like an entire scene about it. Everyone hates him. But then it shifts and then the crowd starts to like him and he holds everyone hostage in the cinema and then he makes them watch his play. So I'm not gonna say what weird things happen, but weird things do happen. And the director of all of these three movies, I really don't know if I'm saying this right because he is French, so, and I cannot speak French, like I have no idea. But his name is Quentin Dupieux. I don't know if that's right, but if you wanna find him, just search up one of the movie names and he'll pop up. But he's now my new all-time favorite director. I love him. I want to watch all his movies. I've seen like more than half now. But yeah, okay, then I really enjoyed Perfect Days. It is from one of my favorite directors, Wim Wenders. And it's about a man who cleans bathrooms for a living, but he accepts that this is his life and is not disappointed. He makes the most out of his days and he's a content and appreciative person. So yeah, that's like the overall theme. And then I saw Monkey Man. I love that movie. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna say anything else because you guys probably heard about it, but go watch it. And lastly, Buffalo 66, a classic. It was really good. Okay, now I will move on to books. So I read This Girl's Journal issue number 2, which is about clothes. And this was so good. It's like, reading these feels like taking a college course. Like, I feel so smart after reading these. Amazing. And I bookmarked where I want to talk about. So yeah, the first point that I really liked was that capitalism demands that everyone communicates as fluidly as possible in terms of how you dress up. Sorry, I'm fixing my shirt. How communicating an identifiable image can be understood as an act of resistance to the expected communicability of information of bodies under advanced capitalism. So yeah, it's like this pressure of like society wanting you to express your style. I love dressing up and expressing my style, but I can definitely see how it falls into capitalism. Like, no argument about that. The study of clothes reminds us that the play with fixed meanings, the rejection of permanent representation, is the ultimate act of freedom. So just getting rid of everything, all the rules and what's in your brain, and translating that into clothes is freedom. And I really agree with that. Okay, then this picture is so beautiful. These angel golden heels, and then these buttons that I thought were coins at first, but I just love this. Okay, and lastly, this this article was about fashion journalism, and the point that stood out to me was that the market accommodative practices of fashion journalism prevent writers from venting any real criticism. And fashion journalism is deeply connected to the production of fashion. So it's not about what people like actually think, or people are scared to say that they don't like something or like criticize it, because now fashion journalism is all about publicity, marketing, and helping out the brand reach more customers. And another point was that about the increasingly unstable rate of fashion production. So that means that there is no time for criticism. There's so many clothes being produced, so many collections, and journalists want to write and cover all of these collections, so they don't really have time to criticize. There's no room for it. And also volition of fashion and its tendency to look only within its internal norms. And this also makes it difficult to incorporate critiques. Another point why journalists cannot critique fashion industry and collections. And fashion magazines often can't be critical of brands that advertise in them, and writers are dependent on industry for continued work. Again, there's a sense of censorship within journalism, and it is very difficult for fashion to authentically critique and without intrusion of commercial and market forces acting as a form of implicit public critique. And lastly, fashion criticism needs to occur in some way at arm's length from the industry. So the fashion industry and criticism and journalism do not go hand in hand. Criticism, this book generally is fashion criticism, so it cannot go into the fashion industry in terms of that, because they do not mix well, like oil and water. So yeah, this is the first thing that I read, really good. And then I got this really old ID magazine from eBay, and it's about the Consumers Union and product placement. So it was very interesting. It had like old ads and stuff, but something that really stood out to me was this little article about art and recycling exhibition, and it said something that people were scared that print would die, and they're encouraging mining landfills instead of making new ones. So yeah, that's something that I found important and true with thrifting and everything. And then I thrifted this heavy book, and it's about New York, and it goes in chronological order. There's so much photography, it's just amazing. Another book that I thrifted, this makeup book from the 90s, and they had a section about bleached eyebrows. It was amazing. And actually this really brought a lot of makeup inspo, like this eyeshadow look. I really want to try that. And then I got the War magazine, the Young Green magazine. I believe this is the second issue. It's the archival 2015 to 16 Miami Warlord Sessions, Tokyo Drift, and Warlord North America tours. And it's just photography. It's amazing. I just think it's so fun. Like, it's cool. Just browsing. Oh, that was Blade. Look at Blade. Okay. But yeah, this was really fun. I'll put it back later. And then another secondhand book is this Icons book. It has a lot of iconography and some descriptions. It's just really cool. Great inspo book. This is the last book I read in April, The Bell Jar. Oh my god, one of my favorites. So good. I read it in 2 days. It was binge worthy. But this book reminded me of Metamorphosis by Kafka. It's like about being stuck. So yeah. And also the movie Girl Interrupted, which is one of my favorites. Okay, so I'm done with books and magazines. So now moving on to music. As you know, I went to the Snow Strippers concert, and the opener was Extra Small and Damon R, and they have a group called Dress. I discovered their music through the concert. It was really good, and then I listened to all of their discographies. So these were 2 favorites from April. Then Charlie XCX dropped 2 songs, Club Classics and Back to Back, both amazing. And then we got a lot from Drain Gang. We got H2D by Blade and Echo. Holy shit, so good. TLDR, amazing song, Blade, Echo, and Thai Boy. Can't forget about Cold Visions, it blew my mind. And for singles, just random songs that I was really obsessed in April. The Phantom by Alexandra Savior and Princess Daisy by Young Lean. So yeah, these were my favorites for in terms of music. And the last category is random. The first thing is, which I did mention in March, but I got more into it in April. It's the Greek weird wave in cinema. So I saw the movie Apples, which was really good, and obviously Yorgos Lanthimos, which is one of my favorite directors again. I think I've seen almost all of his movies. If not, I need to watch all of them. Then I continued my obsession with hair clips. So there's 2 that I made, and I'm selling them on my Depop. I'll put my Depop in the description box, but I made this one. So it's made from recycled lace, mother of pearl button, and recycled real leather like bow. And then this one with the same lace and this seashell that I got from Greece. I literally found it when I was underwater, so that's cool. And I made this one that is for myself that I wear a lot. This Sandy Liang inspired one. Just like, oh, I'm gonna wear it with this outfit. That's cute. Black long bow, and I curled it because my hair is curly. My mom recommended me to do that, so I think it was a good idea. Then I found this from my mom's jewelry collection, and she doesn't wear jewelry like that anymore, so I stole this, but she let me have it. This silver cuff, it's beautiful, like, yes. Okay, then things that I don't have with me, but they're on my computer, are I don't know, I saw this on YouTube and I became obsessed with the Help music videos, especially California Dream Girl. I genuinely think that was the best music video to exist in history, and then I watched all of them. They're just so beautiful. I love them. And I got a newsletter email from Acne Studios. So I was like, okay, let me check out the new stuff. And they dropped these studded jeans, like jeans with studs all over. I'm like, those are Junya Watanabe jeans. Like, I don't know if they intentionally copied the jeans or not, or I just had the same idea, but I want those Junya jeans so badly, and they're just rare. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get the Acne ones because they're like $2,000. But yeah, crossing my fingers I'll find the junior ones on like a reselling website. Yeah, that's everything that I loved in April. Thank you for watching and please subscribe. Bye.